Hello there everybody and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga video. Today we'll be looking at every single screenshot we have released so far of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. We actually have had a surprising amount of screenshots released for this game. We've had them come in bunches, we've had behind the scenes, and we've had leaked screenshots. All of them I will be going over in this video, at least all of them that I can. If you're excited for this, just like me, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn the notification bell on so you can be notified when these videos go up so you can watch them at your leisure. Now let us deep dive into the actual video. As I just previously stated, there have been many different types of screenshots released for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The majority of them have been in-game shots taken officially and posted by TT Games or the Star Wars YouTube channel, thestarwars.com, all these official Star Wars pages. There have been behind-the-scenes reels of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga that give us some images of in-game shots, which I will be showing one of those in this video. And there's also been some leaked images or some images that are probably not supposed to be out. And lastly, there are some images that are in magazines that are actually pictures from the game, which I will be showcasing as well in this video. So let's just go and show you all of the screenshots. The screenshots I will show you are going to be in chronological order, so there's going to be the first bunch, which is from the initial reveal of the game, the second bunch, which will be from the gameplay trailer, and then I will show you everything else at the end. So let's just start looking at these images. This image, as you can see here, showcases Endor with Wicket the Ewok, an ATST, and a Scout Trooper, all on the forest moon of Endor as previously stated. The ATST is the up-to-date model, obviously not from the complete saga, the more recent one that was released for the Rogue One wave, I believe. If you look on the ridge, you can actually see a LEGO Endor Han Solo and a LEGO Endor Princess Leia, so that's just always great to see. Here you can clearly see that this is the Echo base from The Empire Strikes Back on Hoth. You can see multiple different versions of a Rebel Hoth trooper, you can see a Tauntaun C-3PO, a fur coat Han Solo, either Luke Skywalker or some sort of rebel fighter getting into an X-Wing, and you can see Hoth Leia on top with a Hoth commander overlooking the entire hangar. In the corner you can also see a snowspeeder, and what looks to be the head of a second X-Wing across from the first one that we can clearly see. In this screenshot we don't get too much. We do get to see a little bit of Tatooine, R2-D2, some Jawas, but there's two things that really stand out to me that are kind of shocking. In the back you can see a Rodian. This is one of the two things. This is what one of the 500 characters is going to be. It's most likely not going to be a playable character, but they have said that there's over 500 character models in the game, and this does include NPCs, so this is one of the 500 characters that you can see right there. Obviously the Jawas and R2-D2 is as well, but those are fairly obvious, and I wanted to point out that the Rodian is an NPC but is part of the 500 playable characters that we can play in this game. The second thing is the sand on the junk next to the Jawas on R2-D2. It just all looks so good. It just looks great, and I cannot wait to play in this game because the amount of attention to detail in this game is absolutely absurd. Moving swiftly to the next screenshot, we get Lando, Banthas, R2-D2, and a lot of stuff to unpack in the background. And this is another example of how great the textures look for the sand, and in other screenshots we'll see snow, we'll see water, we'll see lava. It just looks so great. The environment really getting on the characters just looks so great, and I love it. But let's unpack what we see in the background. We can see a mini kit. A Rodian is going to be seen on the cliff behind them, and some more junk. Perhaps it's a speeder of some sort, but there is some gray bricks behind R2-D2. Here's another screenshot that doesn't actually have too much in it. There's Boba Fett on Jabba's sail barge and his sail speeders, of course, while executing Luke, Han Solo, Chewbacca to the Sarlacc pit. There's not too much to see here. You can see inside the sail barge, you can see some studs, some weapons, some cannons, but beyond that, there's really not too much to unpack here. Here's an image of a Super Star Destroyer or a Star Destroyer. I can't really tell by the angle of this picture. It's one of the two, but both of them are actually playable vehicles. But in addition to those two, you can see two fighters flanking a Imperial shuttle. And every vehicle you see in this image is going to be completely playable. But beyond that, again, not too much to see here. Now with this image, there is a little bit more to talk about. You get to see 3 Venator class Star Destroyers, 2 in the center, and there's 1 on the side in the very bottom corner if you can look at it. It appears to be above the planet Kashyyyk, although that is unconfirmed. It could technically be Naboo, but most likely Kashyyyk. just by the looks of it. In the top right corner, you can see 3 ships that I can't make out. They could be gunships, they could be ARC 170s, we don't really know. It's one of those two probably. If you know what these vehicles are, please let me know in the comment section down below. This screenshot is pretty much just a shot from the trailer of C-3PO riding a bantha. It's cool to note that droids can finally ride vehicles and can ride banthas and whatnot and creatures in this game. In previous games like the Complete Saga, they couldn't. I don't remember if they could in The Force Awakens, but I don't think they could in LEGO Clone Wars, so it's just a nice detail to see there. You can see different shops in the background, a character or two, nothing too major, but it's just really cool to see Tatooine updated in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga and seeing what droids can do in this game. Here's another shot taken pretty much directly from the trailer. It's X-Wings on the Death Star during the trench run. You can see studs flying around, TIE fighters, turbo lasers. There's really nothing too major or special to see here. It's just what space combat looks like, so I don't see anything to really point out that would be super special. Here you can see Finn and Rose in their First Order disguises on the destroyed AT-ST, the First Order one that is, with the First Order stormtroopers on the ground trying to escape or shoot you. This will most likely be a mission, not a cutscene, as they said that they're focusing on vehicle gameplay sections and boss battles to be levels in the game, so this is most likely going to be a level. There's nothing else too specific really here to just point out, so we'll just move on to the next screenshot. This one is a little bit more interesting than the last two. Here is Rey on Kef Burr from the Rise of Skywalker. You can see some studs in her path while she traverses the Death Star too. There are some gray bricks there that you can probably destroy and get some more studs with, and it lets us know that these boss battles are going to be not very linear. You can go off and traverse around. You can break bricks to get more studs. It's not just a straight through and through boss battle the whole time. There is some relaxation in these levels, if you will. Here we get another close-up shot of the boss battle on Kef Burr with Rey and Kylo Ren. We get to see what the angle is going to look like during these boss battles and some of the moves you'll be able to do. We also get to look at those water particles that I was mentioning earlier. Just looks really nice on the blades, how it's sparkling and whatnot. Just looks really nice. Again, the attention to detail in this is absolutely absurd. Here we get a shot of the Millennium Falcon above Hoth fighting 2 Star Destroyers and TIE Fighters. This is another shot that's pretty much taken directly from the trailer, so there's nothing really to point out here. You get to look at the Star Destroyers, and in the game you'll be able to take out some of these Star Destroyers with the TIE Fighter squadrons going at you. It'll be one of those random attack things, so that's probably what this is, to be honest, since the Millennium Falcon didn't really attack the Star Destroyers. It just kind of ran away from them in the movie, if I remember correctly. Just hid from them and whatnot, attacked some of the TIE Fighters after going the asteroid field, but that's not where this is taking place. So this could either be a mission, or it could be a free roam random attack above Hoth. Here we get to see what it looks like, the new camera angle on Chewbacca on Endor. We get to look at Wicket the Ewok and some of the surrounding debris, some rocks, trees, whatnot. Wicket seems to be holding a broom of some sort. I can't quite make it out exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure that's a broom. We get to look at the environment of Endor yet again, and oh my god, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to play this game. I do love this new camera angle, actually more than the old one. I mean, yeah, the old one is, you know, of course nostalgic and whatnot, but I feel like this one is going to be much more practical and less annoying. Here's another shot I think was taken directly from the gameplay trailer, but I could be very wrong about that. I'm not 100% sure, but we get to see the snowspeeder on Hoth. Again, really nothing to point out here. This is what the ship point of view will look like. It looks like you'll be able to take down the AT-ATs, so this is different than the Complete Saga mission, thankfully, because that one was annoying, but that's what this looks like. And now this is a pretty cool shot. This is Jedi Apprentice Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting off Darth Maul. It looks like to be one of those button mash lightsaber duel things, which is cool to see that it's confirmed to be in the game. The environment is absolutely stunning, just like we saw in the original reveal gameplay trailer. Absolutely huge, looks amazing, can't wait to play here. Here we get to see the Battle of Crate. Looks really cool, a lot yellower than what I remember and a little bit less red, but I still think this screenshot looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the way this is shot. I can't tell if this is a screenshot or if this is in-game camera footage, obviously, because there's no HUD or anything, but also because that most of the levels they have set are going to be boss fights or vehicle missions. So this is either going to be a ski speeder mission or it's going to be the Luke versus Kylo Ren duel. It's one of the two. We're unsure which one it is. It could be something else. theoretically, but it's most likely one of those two. Here we get to see Leia in the first-person camera angle, and for some reason, I really like the design of the stormtroopers, and I like that grenade for some reason. I don't know, it just looks really cool to me. On the side, you can see that from the shot from the gameplay trailer, that's where Darth Vader probably walks out of after igniting his lightsaber. One of the leaks said that if you shoot the wall behind these stormtroopers, you will be able to get a kyber brick, so that's just a really cool detail I thought I should point out. This looks visually stunning, and I cannot wait to play as this level yet again. And I really love the design of the stormtroopers for some reason. Just looks really, really good in my opinion. Here's a shot of Padawan, Anakin, and Mace Windu from Attack of the Clones in the Geonosis arena. Behind them, you can clearly see a minikit locked behind a gate. No really way of seeing how they can get through the gate. Maybe you have to go around it, or maybe there's a way behind Anakin to open a panel with R2-D2 or something like that to get to the minikit. That would be super cool. You can see a bunch of droids just walking around just like these last couple iterations of this scene have gone, or this mission. The one in Clone Wars and the Complete Saga looks very similar to this, but this one just looks bigger and much better in my opinion. Now that we're through with the released gameplay screenshots, let's get some more of the absurd ones that aren't too obvious. As you can see here on this PlayStation Store website, there is the Build Play Game campaign for LEGO Star Wars, and you can see in the game section a shot of Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader fighting on either Starkiller Base or Hoth, and you can see that there is an absurd amount of kyber bricks, but that's not really here what we're to talk about today, of course. If you do know if it's Starkiller Base or Hoth, let me know in the comments section down below. And now we're getting to the new screenshots that were recently revealed by fellow YouTuber Sarge. This is the Snow Gonk droid in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga on Hoth, most likely, as this saying says, this droid is cooler than Hoth. This is going to be one of those unlockable code skins that you can get once you buy the sets that are required to get the codes for these characters that are going to be in the game. It's going to be a little outdated since it's coming out in spring now, and these are the winter themes, droids and Darth Vader, but we'll get to that in a second. It's a little weird, but it's just really cool to see in the environment. And here we go, as previously mentioned, here is the Darth Vader one with the "I find your lack of cheer disturbing" LEGO Star Wars picture. I really like this. This was actually seen in the recent LEGO Holiday Special. If you haven't seen that, I highly recommend checking out. It was actually pretty good for a LEGO Star Wars short, especially with the ones that are starring with the sequel characters. I thought it was a pretty fun story. But as you can see, this is in-game footage. There's got a lot of snow on here. The snow effects look great, but there might be a little bit too much, in my opinion, around the eyes and on the cape. It just looks a little too much. He must have gone through something to get that much snow on him. So beyond that, I think this looks absolutely wonderful. Okay, so here we have a picture of Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, and this is in a magazine, actually, a LEGO magazine, and this is the Star Wars section, and these are in-game shots from the Skywalker Saga. It's pretty low res, I know, but there's a couple of them, and we're just going to jump through them, because they are technically in-game screenshots. They're just not HD quality. They're just pictures in a magazine, so we'll just be running through them. This is Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. Here is a TIE fighter flying above Hoth. Here's a First Order TIE fighter in a First Order Star Destroyer. Here's a First Order TIE fighter in what looks to be Takodana from this angle. Here's the Sith Eternal TIE Dagger, or I'm pretty sure that's what the title is, and it looks to be flying above Mustafar. And here's an image of R2-D2 and C-3PO on Tatooine with a code for the ship and a bunch of screenshots that I've already shown you on the side in an instruction manual. And here's another really awesome behind-the-scenes shot of a stormtrooper on what could be Takodana in Free Roam or Endor, but one of the two for sure. It's not colored, and it's definitely not polished or anything like that. You can still see codes in line on the writing, but we get to see what the back of the stormtrooper helmet is, I guess, and we get to see a little bit behind the development. And I thought it was super cool, and technically it looks like it's an in-game screenshot, even though it's really not, if you know what I mean. Like, it looks like it's taken from the angle of a screenshot, and I just thought it was a super cool detail that I found while researching images for this video, and I thought I should just throw it in because I really love this image. And there we have it. We've gone over every single screenshot that's been released for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga so far. I can't wait to update this potentially in the future along with other videos I have in the works, so make sure you turn on the notification bell so you can know when those videos are uploaded. Seriously, if you've made it this far into the video, why are you not subscribed? You should like and subscribe. We really would appreciate it. Make sure you check out the Discord. Only join it if you're above the age of 13. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.